Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to basically pull out the key insights from a whole stack of sources,
Yeah.
give you a shortcut to getting really up to speed. Today, we're heading to, well, a truly breathtaking spot in Iceland. It's a place that has this incredible mix of raw natural power and a really unforgettable human story. We're talking about Gullfoss, Iceland's famous Golden Falls.
Yeah.
It's, more than just a pretty picture. It's a genuinely awe-inspiring landmark, a key part of that famous Golden Circle tour, right alongside Tingvellir and Geysir.
Right, the big three.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our mission today, our deep dive, is to go beyond just the stunning views. We want to dig into the geology, sure, but also the really powerful human story behind what's still here for us to see. By the end of this, you'll hopefully have a much deeper feel for why this place is so significant, way beyond just a postcard image.
Absolutely. And that's really the core of it, isn't it? Gullfoss isn't just something to look at. It's got layers. There's a whole narrative kind of woven into the landscape itself. So we'll peel those back a bit. We'll start with the raw power, the nature side of things, and then we'll get into the history, the impact of these individuals who fought so hard to protect it. Understanding both, I think, really changes how you appreciate a place like this.
Yeah, definitely.
You see them less as just, tourist spots and more as these living records of, well, nature and human spirit.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so let's dive into the physical side first. Gullfoss it's just a geological powerhouse. It sits on the Ijvita River, which means White River, right?
Mm-hmm. Aptly named.
And you can see why. It's this big glacial river fed directly by Langjökull Glacier, which is, Iceland's second biggest ice cap?
That's right. Huge.
So right away, you can picture the sheer volume of water, the meltwater, the sediment, all coming down from that glacier, picking up speed. And then the waterfall itself, it's not just one big drop.
No, it's quite unique in that way.
It does this amazing two-step thing. First, there's an 11-meter drop, sort of like a teaser.
Yeah, a warm-up act.
And then the river takes this sharp turn and bam! It plunges another 21 meters straight down into this really deep, rugged canyon.
It's incredibly dramatic.
And that canyon, the scale of it gets down to, 70 meters deep?
Up to 70 meters, yeah. And it runs for about 2.5 kilometers. It's just carved right into the landscape.
You just see the power of water over time right there.
Well, and what's fascinating there, geologically speaking, is how it got carved. There are kind of two main ideas floating around. One involves these massive, catastrophic floods, jökulhlaups they call them, right at the end of the last ice age. Just immense bursts of meltwater tearing through.
Wow, like a dam breaking almost.
Sort of, yeah, on a glacial scale. The other idea is more gradual, steady erosion over thousands of years as the glacier retreated. Just the river doing its work day in, day out.
So either way, huge forces at play.
Exactly. Whether it was sudden bursts or a long, slow grind, it just highlights how dynamic Iceland's geology really is. Always changing, always being shaped by ice and water.
And the power isn't just historical. It's right now. The flow rates are staggering. In summer, with all the melt, it's averaging around 140 cubic meters per second.
Yeah, which is, hard to even picture that volume of water.
Someone calculated it's like filling an Olympic pool in under 20 seconds.
Wow. Okay, that gives you a sense of it. Just relentless.
And even in winter, it doesn't just stop. It's still pushing, 80 to 109 cubic meters per second.
Still incredibly powerful, yeah. It's never just a trickle. It's always got that roar.
That's impressive year-round power.
And that power, combined with the sun, well, that's where the magic happens visually.
The Golden Falls part.
Exactly. On a sunny day, that immense flow kicks up so much spray, so much mist, and that mist acts like tiny prisms, catching the light, creating these incredible rainbows, sometimes double rainbows even.
Right across the canyon.
Yeah. It just lights the whole thing up. That's almost certainly where the name Golden Falls, Gullfoss, comes from. It's this amazing natural light show on top of the raw power.
It turns it from just powerful to, beautiful and kind of magical.
Precisely. That interplay of water and light.
Okay, so we have this incredible natural force. But then the story shifts, doesn't it? This is where it gets really interesting, the human element. We're talking early 1900s. Iceland's developing. People are looking at resources differently.
Right. Hydropower was starting to look very attractive.
And some English investors saw Gullfoss and thought, potential energy source. They wanted to harness it, build a hydroelectric plant.
A common story for powerful waterfalls around the world at that time, sadly. Economic potential often trumped everything else.
But they hit a snag. A local farmer named Tómas Tómasson. He owned the land, and he refused to sell. His famous line was, "I will not sell my friend."
Such a powerful statement. It speaks volumes about that connection to the land.
Doesn't it? It wasn't just property to him. It was something alive,
Yeah.
a relationship. He wasn't going to betray it for money. It was a moral stance.
Absolutely foundational. But the fight really kicked into high gear with his daughter, Sigríður Tómasdóttir. She's now seen as, like, Iceland's first real environmentalist. And her dedication was just almost unbelievable.
The stories are incredible. Walking barefoot?
Yeah, walking barefoot over really rough ground, more than 100 kilometers to Reykjavik. Not just once, but apparently multiple times.
Wow.
To fight this development legally, think about the effort, the sheer will involved back then. No easy transport, no quick communication.
It's just pure determination.
And when the legal battles seemed to drag on, or maybe weren't going her way, she made this ultimate desperate threat. She said if they went ahead with the dam, she would throw herself into the waterfall.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
That's taking it to the absolute limit.
It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? What lengths will people go to? What sacrifices will they make to protect something they believe is truly invaluable?
Yeah. It wasn't just about her land anymore. It felt like she was fighting for the soul of the place.
Exactly. A statement about the inherent value of nature itself.
And thankfully, her fight, her dedication, it paid off in the end. It's an amazing story of impact. The pressure worked. The Icelandic state eventually took back control of the waterfall.
And crucially, in 1979, it was officially designated a protected nature reserve.
Preserved.
Yeah.
Just like she and her father wanted. For everyone. For the future.
Yeah. And if you go there today, there's a memorial stone to Sigríður. A really fitting tribute to her courage.
It's just such a powerful reminder. So what this really means is that their actions, this farmer and his daughter, they kind of set a precedent, didn't they? Showed that conservation battles could be won.
A huge legacy. Absolutely.
So knowing that incredible backstory, let's talk about visiting Gullfoss today. What's the experience like now thanks to that preservation? Well, the setup seems pretty well thought out. They have paths and viewing platforms, right?
Yeah.
At different levels.
Yeah, they do a good job of providing access without spoiling the view. You've got upper platforms that give you that big panoramic sweep. You really feel the scale from up there.
And then you can go down lower, closer to the action.
Mm-hmm. Paths lead down, and from the lower levels, you're right in the mist. You feel the spray, you hear the roar. It's much more visceral.
Yeah, you really feel the power then, I bet. Invigorating.
Definitely. You get soaked sometimes, but it's worth it.
And beyond just the paths, there's a visitor center too.
Yes, the Gullfoss Visitor Center. It's quite comprehensive. There's a cafe, Gullfoss Coffee, which is great for warming up afterwards.
Always need a good cafe in Iceland.
Absolutely. And restrooms, a shop, you know, the usual amenities. But they also have really good educational displays.
Oh, that's good. What kind of stuff?
They cover the geology, the history, including Sigri's story, of course, and the local ecology. It adds a lot of context to what you're seeing.
Really helps you appreciate it on a deeper level than just, wow, big waterfall.
Exactly. It connects all the dots.
And you can go year-round. It must look completely different in winter.
Oh, dramatically different. Summer is, you know, green, lush, powerful flow, classic waterfall experience. Winter transforms it. Parts of the falls freeze over into these incredible ice formations. Everything's covered in snow and ice. It's like a glittering ice palace.
Wow. Must be stunning. Colder, obviously.
Definitely colder. And you need to be careful. Those paths get seriously icy. Good footwear, maybe even crampons or microspikes, is a really good idea in winter.
Good tip. So it offers a totally different kind of beauty depending on the season.
Completely. It really emphasizes that it's a living, changing landscape.
So when you bring it all together, the geology, the sheer beauty, and this incredible story of preservation, what really stands out, how does knowing the whole story change things?
For me, it adds so much depth. You're not just looking at moving water, you're seeing millennia of geological processes. You're feeling immense power, and you're standing in a place saved by human courage. It makes you think, doesn't it, about how many places we maybe take for granted without knowing the battles fought to keep them safe.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes the experience richer somehow, more meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
So boiling it down, Gullfoss isn't just a pretty waterfall. It's like a symbol of nature's power, yeah?
Yeah.
But also a symbol of environmental protection that came directly from individual bravery.
Right. Thomas and Sigurdur's conviction.
And it's this dynamic place, always changing with the seasons, always telling a slightly different story.
It really is a testament to both nature and the human spirit. And that maybe leaves us with a final thought, something to mull over. How many other amazing natural places around the globe are still here today because someone, maybe someone whose name we don't even know, stood up like Thomas and Sigurður did?
Hmm. That's a really good point. The unsung heroes of conservation.
Exactly. And it makes you think, what's our role now? How do we continue that legacy of valuing and protecting these irreplaceable spots for the people who come after us?
A heavy question, but an important one. It definitely puts the responsibility on all of us.
It does. It connects their story directly to our actions today.